Good morning, everybody. I want to get a fifth layer going on this piece before my usual, not that I need to stick to a routine, but my usual afternoon pop in on this live process follow along. It kind of bothered me in the night. I know what I have to do and I wanted to get at it. So I decided to do this morning, and I'll probably come at you this afternoon with encaustic. This morning what I'm doing though is coming at it with some mark making. It's bothering me. Well, I'll speak in better terms. It's speaking to me that I need to just mark the heck out of it. I want that action going on. So that's where I'm at this morning. I'm going to be using, and forgive me, I think I'm going to be in the frame and I really don't want to be. I'm wearing my pajamas with my apron and I have bedhead. So just don't look. All right. Anyway, I'm going to be using for this mark making layer things that work really well over the wax, which are oil pastels. Yeah, I can't turn it over without dumping them out and show you the lid of the box. I'm using this amazing set of Sennelier. And then they're beautiful. They're really creamy and rich. I love how they apply. And then Stabilo Woodies. These are wax crayons. I've also got here, I'll probably bring it in if I peel it down first, just the China marker. They come in a few colors as well. And then I think at the end, I'll be coming in with loose charcoal, but we'll see what happens. That's why I have my gloves on. I've turned it. This perspective might not capture for you, but instead of working it with it this way, I was coming across it, I turned it, so I am now, instead of standing in front of it at 5 foot high by 4 foot wide, I'm standing in front of it at 4 foot wide by 5 foot wide by 4 foot high. Wow. Okay. I got there. Okay. I have not predetermined what colors I'm using, so I'm just going to grab what falls into my hand. I'm going to mostly work across the midsection because that's where I want this this energy. It just feels like the right thing to do. Again, I'm talking about feeling. That's what I react to when I'm painting in abstractly, and I call it intuitive abstraction, and I don't think I'm the only one who calls it that. it just is. Yeah. I'm going to quit talking for a minute and get some marks down, and I see my son coming across from his apartment, so he may interrupt. That's okay. I need it to connect, even though I said I'm coming up the middle, I need it to connect somewhere. And maybe a bright. It's killing Quinn. Quinn is watching out the window as Patrick walks around, and it's killing her. She wants to be able to go play with him. In case it needs to be said, all of this is still mess. You know, it's still that. I'm trying to keep a cohesiveness to it, and I am still responding so that the story speaks through the layers, through the chapters, if you will. But at this stage, of course, I can't look at it and look for that completed painting. I'm not there yet. There's several more layers that'll go down before it's that what one more thing or what one more touch or what one more element will make it draw it together and make it a complete painting. I'm not there yet. Right now I'm just instinctively, intuitively responding to what I feel is next. This is the fifth layer. I'm going to fuse this now. It doesn't take much. I don't want it to move. I just want to get those oil pastels gently fused into the layer of wax. And some of them, of course, have traveled over the raw board because I have interchanging raw board. I'm going to turn it off and let her out. She can't stand it. I'm on video, so I'm going to go back. Alright. I forgot I still have the kitchen door locked so Patrick couldn't get in and Clan wanted him. Alright. So some of this oil pastel is going over the raw board where I just have the gesso layers. So it will fuse differently, but it does fuse. Hit it with some of the black. No. I'm going to hit it with some of the charcoal, but first I'll add a little bit of these woodies just because I can. And they look different, so you can see what it's all about. It gives a different line dimension. Even though they're fat, I'm going over the cold surface. Even though I just fused it, it is cold. And it stays rather tight, the mark it makes. I don't want any more green. I kind of wish I hadn't put green in there. We'll take care of that later. One more. Get that obnoxious blue going on. I like that. Okay. And yes, I could fuse that. I'm not going to right now because I don't want to sit here on camera. For some reason, I'm conscious of all you just watching me hit it with a fuse gun, which is so boring. So I'm going straight to my charcoal. What I really love about using this, and it's going over slightly warm at the moment, what I really love about using it's synonymous to my tar and the effect it gives me. Although, of course, my tar treatment is that vintage look. This gets picked up in all the nooks and crannies, which is just gorgeous. But it also, I'll show you. All right, where do I want to put it? So see how this green line is coming in here? I think y'all can see this. I'll come over it with the charcoal, and the charcoal, the oil pastel picks up that charcoal and becomes black. It actually is like a deep green black, and I just love that effect, especially over some of these colors. I'll bring the phone in close in a second so you can see how that fuchsia picked it up. Not as much the woodies. They're a wax crayon and they don't pick it up the same way. The oil pastels are more, I'm not using great words here, but they're more wet, so they pick up that the loose charcoal. All right, I'm going to continue to move this and work it across the surface because I want more of it going on. And just so you know, yesterday when I finished the fourth layer and went off camera, I took this outside and let it fuse in the sun and scraped. So this is what happened yesterday off camera. I scraped. And then now the fifth layer's happened with all this movement. And I think I've done what I was envisioning getting done. It really just looks like a mess, but we're gonna get there. I'm gonna quickly take this phone off, shake you about a little bit so I can draw you in on those marks I made and show you what it looks like. So there's that fuchsia line. Let's see if I can find, okay, so this is what, see those lines in there? That's the way it looked when I applied just the oil pastel and then bringing that charcoal over it. You can see how I've deepened the tone and blackened the magenta, the fuchsia. It's beautiful. I love it. And some of that charcoal effect in the nooks and crannies of the paint. Quinn sniffing at my feet. All right, I'm going to show you Quinn Dog while I tell you this workshop, Intuitive Abstraction, excuse me. She is following me, so I can't get her face in the screen. Intuitive Abstraction workshop will start 2 weeks from Monday. So if you're interested in playing along with me, it's a much more in-depth exploration. We meet 4 times over the course of 2 weeks. You do not need to be an encaustic painter to join in. Although, of course, that's what I'll be working in, and some of the techniques will be unique to encaustic. But it's all about responding to the materials at hand and your own spirit guiding you. So check it out on my site, pbsartist.com. Thanks, you guys. This is fun. I'm going out there next. Over and out from the Encaustic Castle. See you later.